Nice to see everybody again today. Kind of weird, dark and stormy out there, but we're surviving. Cheers. Waiting for Michael Butterfield to come in. I hope you guys can hear me all. Hello, welcome. Want to say something cute? If I find it. Oh, I made this new thing today. Of course. Gosh darn it if I could find it. But I made something really cute. Of course I'm going to lose it, right? Oh, I made this. Look at this puppy. Isn't that cool? It's squishy. Oh, there's Michael. Let's get him in here. Oh, hello, lovey.
Well,
How are you?
hello. I'm good. How are you?
Looks great. I still can't figure out the Wi-Fi here, but
I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll get through this.
I know.
Cheers, darling.
Got some rosé. You look great. What are you wearing?
Thank you. Well, for starters, I'm wearing, the amazing Megan Patrice Riley, this awesome little clasp lock necklace, which I'm obsessed with. I have both of them on.
Oh, I love that.
Um,
Okay, good.
right? So I just like piled it all on. It's like a
I
mixture
like
of
the
like gold and silver. Sorry?
yes, I love the lariat ones, like a rosary lariat thing.
Yeah,
You see that one?
I'm obsessed with
I know.
this.
I'm probably love that with my toggle.
Of
I
course.
was gonna. I made something else funny today. Now I can't find. I know
Where is it? What did you
it's
lose?
somewhere. I'll show it in story. I made another chain today that was like related to all this, and of course I lost it in
Oh,
school. I've
it
I've been like
happens.
I've been like running place.
It's like a busy woman, busy,
I'm
busy woman.
it's been weird. Yeah, we've been having issues with the Wi-Fi here, so I've been like doing all the IT and doing all of you know
Sounds
trying
like a
to
lot.
make things and organize things and blah blah blah. Anywho, it's cool.
Absolutely. It's all good.
It's life.
But how's
Wait, what
everything? How
else
was
are
your
you wearing?
week? Oh,
This is cute.
sure. So top to bottom, I guess we'll do. So the sunglasses are Gucci, but what I like about them is it has like a 70s sort of like clear,
Ooh,
but then it has like a mirrored lens to it, I
yeah,
guess. I don't know, but it's very
yeah.
subtle. So I feel like kind of like a 70s producer, like
I like.
sitting at Chateau Marmont, like figuring out like, the next script. So that's why I love these glasses. They look insane. Um,
I love.
this it's like a cardigan, and it's by this brand called Paw. It's a Dutch brand. It's from based in Amsterdam. It's spelled
Okay.
Pauw. But I bought this
EA.
probably about like
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was when I was working at
Mm-hmm.
Saks. But I
Oh, it's
love it.
beautiful.
I love it. I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. Yeah, it's it's women's wear, but I was like, it's oversized. I
It
can
looks
wear it. Yeah, it looks. I love it. I love it to death, and it's like a three-quarter sleeve, so it's very comfortable.
hot. Yes.
Darling.
It's good with your whole look. You're very black and white and graphic today, and your background
Yes,
is nice and graphic.
yes. I wanted to like. I don't know. I don't know if that was
Very cute.
planned, but it just worked out. Well, cheers, darling. How was your week?
And look, and it was it was good, but a little crazy with this hurricane thing. So
Yeah.
I've been working 3 days on Wi-Fi. I feel behind. It's fine. It's weird.
It's
It's
fine.
been a weird time. How about you? You've been busy? You went into the
Busy.
office?
Went into the office.
Did
It
you
was
get
fine.
okay? Cool.
Did I get? What was that last part?
You were gonna go and get like some project. You got some stuff for some projects you've been talking about. Like you're
I
gonna be
did. I
making some.
did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got like a couple of like everyday pieces. Like I got a couple of jeans. I'm just gonna like repurpose them and figure some things out. And just like play around and see. just I feel like quarantine is really, well, I mean, I'm kind of out of it, but like I feel like quarantine has like really, driven me to be like a lot more creative, whether it be, actually genuinely making something or, thinking about things in a different way or thinking about, you know, other projects that I would love to work on. And obviously this amazing IG live, I mean, that we've been be able to be creative on.
We have like made so many cute things. Also, we've like gotten to highlight our friendship to everybody.
And it's been a beautiful one. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Absolutely. And, but my mom was like, please, like, she's like, you guys are doing so good. This is like the best. It's just like so fun and entertaining.
Aww.
People text me after, like, other people.
Really?
Yes, they're like, I love that. I learned so much. Like we like read a lot. I was not as good this week, although I did keep up with some of the like closures. There's a lot of retail things happening. Some of my favorite stores just closed.
Oh, which store?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like 40 years in business, not nothing, you know?
No, that's a legacy. That's
Yeah.
impressive, but that's very sad to hear. I mean, it pains me to say this, but I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot more of that.
Oh, yes.
In the coming future. So I'm just hoping that, people can stay afloat and, can really, put their nose to the grind and figure it out.
That's what I've been doing, putting my nose to the grind and figuring it out. And I think that's it. I'm still here. I'm just trying to get tech stuff. I'm getting better at that. But this, I think you're right. I talked to a lot. You know what I did? I connected with a lot of people this week.
Yeah.
I had 5 hours of conversation just today before this. And I think part of it really came down to like the people are going to still be in business have created these lines of communication with their clients and have kept them open and have pivoted to still continue those, still communicate and tell their story, be involved. I don't know, serve the needs of their customer in a way.
No, absolutely. I mean, I feel like the only people that I can personally think of that are doing very well in business, especially in retail, are the people that have that massive book of those clients that probably weren't really affected by the pandemic in terms of financials. So they've been very successful in terms of just reaching out to them, being like, hey, the new collection's in, or hey, I have some new pieces. And they've definitely been capitalizing on that, which I think that's genius. I think it's also the people that are being very innovative, like you, figuring out, like doing IG Live discussions, like going through your new collections, creating new pieces that still work with the DNA of your brand, but are used before, and doing raffles and all of that. So it's either the people that are being very innovative or have the book from the get-go. What's up?
Yeah, and I'm still, I don't have the book. I have a book. It's this, but it's not bad. I have really, really amazing people behind me. You see, my customer is like,
oh yeah,
really awesome. Really cool people, and I'm really lucky. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been so lucky to like help you with one of like your store, like with one of like your holiday shops, and just seeing like the customers that come by, they'll be like, oh my God, you're here. This is amazing. I have this piece, this piece, this piece, that piece, this piece. And it's just like, that is so great to hear, because I feel like now there's not a lot of brand loyalty like there used to be. So I feel like, everyone's just jumping like, what's on Instagram? What's on this? So I feel like there's not really that much brand loyalty anymore. So to hear that is fantastic.
I think I came up with parents who were like that. They're like, as you know, my parents are like super brand loyal type of people.
Yes.
They are from customer with the personal shopper, because they're like, need special clothes for work. My dad, Patagonia. You know what Patagonia?
Yeah, your dad is the king of Patagonia.
Like, he is totally bought into this company and their ethos, and the quality of the products and how it's made and everything. So it's like, I look good in it too. I've always thought about fostering that.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm thinking that's coming out more and more as important, and also communicating your values as a company has become more and more
Mhm.
important.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like brands that have always been, I guess, on the good side of history. So like a Patagonia, a Ben and Jerry's, an Eileen Fisher. I
Oh,
feel like they've always been on the
all
good
those
side of
are
history. Yeah, absolutely. And they've always had that same mentality, that same belief, and that same DNA, and they haven't strayed away from it. If anything, they've evolved with it.
and
Um,
became more and more successful companies.
yes,
They became literally more successful. They went deep. They leaned in
yes,
to who they were, and like we're like, I'm not. We don't need everybody. We need the
no,
right.
yes. And you'll have those quality people and they'll last forever. I think the problem
Isn't
with a
that
lot of
cool?
brands now, that's it's fantastic. I mean, I love that Patagonia, they're like, listen, we have our sports people, we have like our athletic people, our hikers, we have our and then we also have like, the people that love sustainability and that are really focused on that realm of the industry and want to expand that. They're very good about that too. And they'll even tell you like
Uh-huh.
on the tags, this is made of 100% of this that was recycled from this piece and this piece. And when I remember my first Patagonia piece and my only Patagonia piece, that I actually need to go get some more. They off old sweaters. Like I'm
I've been getting so
um,
many phone calls in the middle of IG lives. Hi. Oh, my auntie's here. Hi, Auntie Bonnie. Hi. Oh my God,
hey,
this is awesome. Okay, hi, family. What's up?
what's going on, family? Um, and I just think I think that's great. That's why I do love the brand. Like, so a woman was dropping off her old sweater, and they're going to take that material and repurpose it for something else,
Also,
or they're going to clean it or whatever.
another Patagonia fan, Bonnie Skirties, right there, into
Well,
Patagonia,
hello, Bonnie. I'm a
and
newcomer. I'm a newcomer.
oh, and Patty Riley. Yes, no, because well, they're all Pacific Northwest, West
Yes,
Coast. This is like part of the DNA. Like I remember going to REI as a little
yes,
kid, like another similar kind of company. Although REI is having
yeah,
a really hard time. They just
yeah.
no one. I thought that they might be able to pivot because outdoor stuff is kind of coming back because people have limited options for tourism.
Yeah. So everyone's like camping or doing hikes or
Out-
anything outdoorsy. Yeah. So that's actually kind of surprising. But I mean, I feel like now it's brand identity and it's marketing and all of that. And who's your demographic? Who are you trying to reach out to? And is it authentic?
And do you have
Um,
a were you able to pivot to the online sales? I think that they had a technology issue potentially.
probably. Probably. They probably had their loyal customers, but they needed to go to that next step and
Yeah, which
expand on their digital, which is
and the
important.
and that is a lot of okay. Why is fashion behind? Do you just is it just me that fashion is kind of like technologically behind and a little bit? I mean, they up until now pretty behind on some gender and weird body inclusive and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting because I feel like maybe high luxury is a little bit slower on it. I feel like fast fashion has always come out the gate with we're being
Mhm.
digital, we are focusing on that customer, we're focusing on the millennial and the Gen Z customer because they're the ones that have the largest disposable income at the moment. And they're the ones that will be able to handle the technology that we're throwing at them. Um, I think with high fashion, so like for example, Chanel, they don't sell their pieces online.
Oh,
So because they want to have people come into the store. However, that hurt them extremely because during COVID for 4 months, nobody was buying and nobody could buy. So they literally, for lack of a better term, screwed themselves over of millions and millions and millions of dollars of 4 months worth of product. So I think it's very important to have that sort of component. And I mean, that's the way a lot of people are shopping now because nobody really feels comfortable. Even now that the stores are open, nobody really feels comfortable going to the stores. Even though there's so
no.
much protection, I've gone shopping and like in Soho and things like that, and they're very protective. They make you wear an additional mask on top of your mask. They make you do the hand sanitizer. They check your temperature, the whole thing. So it is very protective, but it's not as easy as an experience as clicking on your
Yeah.
phone on the way there. So
Yeah. And the clicking, I think a lot of people were moving into this thing where I thought this was a really cool phenomenon. Right before COVID, I was researching all this because I was really working on pivoting to more e-com anyways, because I knew the
yeah.
digital was I know it's the future. Before this, I already knew.
Yes.
But people were doing this thing where they would use retail stores like showrooms. They would show and then would finally convert to purchase on mobile, sometimes in the store even.
Yeah. No,
Not
absolutely.
even buy it right there, but sometimes they didn't have the right color, size, whatever in store, but they could
and order it from right there.
Yeah, right on the phone immediately and know in like 2 days they'll be at their house, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wider access to the world. That's true. Most sleeve brands have no desire to be accessible until more recently. That's a really good point, and I would really like to see also with the Chanel model that we're talking about. Do they have anything that's more bread and butter that maybe they don't need to put everything online? Maybe there's a portion that's online that could support one.
No, absolutely.
Like one revenue stream that would be e-commerce focused.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just from experience. Yeah, no, absolutely. But like I interned there, and they're very much about like making sure that the product stays pristine. So they don't want to have like 500 units of the classic Chanel bag like on the website. So that's like the only thing that's kind of like getting in their way of like really expanding into digital. And I get that they're trying to like, keep their stores alive because they pay a lot of money and they hire Peter Marino to make all of their pieces, and he's not cheap. So he makes all of their stores, the fixtures, all the way down to like the little teeny tiny vein in the marble. He's the one that like covers all of it. So it's very expensive. So I get why they want everyone to come to their store rather than, shopping online. However, you post all your products online, but then it's not available. So you actually could lose a client because they don't want to come into the store, but they'll still want to spend $7,000 on a bag.
And I have to tell you, like not my generation, but younger and I'm like right on the cusp there. I will be like pissed if I can't buy it online. Does that make sense? Like there's something, it like creates almost a level of security to me, or it legitimizes a brand in some ways now.
Yes. Yeah. It's easier access. You want people to really, you want people to be able to access your work in any way they can. So I'll give you the perfect example. And I know we were talking about this amazing movie that came out on Disney Plus by Beyonce called Black is King. I mean, and it's in attachment to The Lion King, which she was in, the animated version. The CGI version.
Yeah, it wasn't animated. It was, there we go.
Yeah, CGI. So have you seen it? Has anybody seen it?
Everybody
besides Larry.
Except me, because I need to break into Disney Plus.
Okay.
Every single still though, because I went and researched it online.
Okay.
I saw every look. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
I have a million friends / like jewelry people in my world that are in it. It's like
huge. So things like that are so monumental. Like you're having this massive video, and she is pulling out looks. Like the music by itself is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Even if it didn't have music or sound at all, and it was just her mouthing nothing with the outfit.
I don't even understand the number of visuals. Yes.
Your jaw would be
honestly, there's so many. I'm gonna post some because I also want to shout out a bunch of people, because a bunch of New York City Jewelry Week. Here we are. People are totally represented.
Yes.
Like New York, what's up? And also like New York City Jewelry Week. Also, by the way, they're putting out a grant application August 11th for BIPOC designers.
Fantastic.
So look out.
That's amazing.
Right? It's coming up soon, everybody. Like, I will post about it, but I want to make sure it gets on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a masterpiece on literally.
Megan, it's so good. Rotten Tomatoes got 100%. It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the first thing on Disney Plus that has ever got that.
First time ever, right? Record breaking.
But my point is with it, besides seeing it, everyone needs to go see it. It's a beautiful masterpiece.
The Disney Plus was like a little bit of a barrier.
The Disney Plus is a little bit of barrier, but the thing is, I would like to add a little
I
fact on
literally
that.
go every single outfit, which I did.
Of course.
Oh, it's
But
cool.
she actually paid for the entire thing. Disney didn't pay 1 penny for that entire video.
But she's a class
So that
act.
she could have creative control over the entire
Yeah.
thing, which is genius. So like, because Disney can muddy some things up at times. At times. They're not always perfect.
Like,
But my point with
terrible. Yes.
but my point with the whole, talking about marketing and things like that, she was wearing some amazing designers, both high end and small businesses, mainly Black, mainly, beautiful, intricate jewelry. People even based in Africa. A lot of the designers she used were based in Africa. But the perfect example is she wore this bodysuit by Marine Serre, who is like the French designer at the moment. She's known for like the bodysuits with the moon, like a little moon print all over it. The day that Black is King came out, the search for Marine Serre bodysuit on one website jumped up 432%. Because everybody wanted to find out who made it, what is this, I want one. It's the power of marketing. If you don't have a store experience, but also if you don't have a massive digital presence, your marketing is very helpful. So the fact that, if somebody of that high standard, like a high echelon, like a Beyonce, a Rihanna, I hate to say it, the Kardashians, if anybody of that echelon is seen wearing your piece, I mean, even Real Housewives of Atlanta, you had Portia wearing your piece. That is,
Portia
Real Housewives
also,
of
by
Atlanta
the way,
is the most
huge respect
watched
now.
franchise.
Oh yeah, and also she wore a lot of my work. She has a lot of my
Yeah.
She has really come out during Black Lives Matter and like really shown up.
Yes.
Whoa. I'm like, obviously I follow. I'm like, what? She is so impressive. I'm like, yes.
I know, it's fantastic.
I really love seeing her come into this after I was like at the beginning working on it.
But that's the beauty of marketing, and that's the beauty of, when you have to be innovative and be like, how am I going to get my pieces out there? So like, for example, Zarina Akers, who is Beyonce's stylist, created an Instagram called Black Owned Everything.
It is so good, everybody.
It is such a good Instagram, and it has amazing designers, just designers I've never heard of that are brand new to the industry, or they've been there in the while, but they've been in the background just because they haven't had the platform to be more visible. And I think that's very important to be able, like, if you have a platform, to utilize that platform to give somebody else their shine. And I think that's very important right now. I feel like, designers of every scale need to sort of come together at this point if you really want the industry to really work, and definitely work on marketing and figuring out, next steps and who's your customer and what people do you want seen wearing your stuff, and, how are you going to get to your customer?
Yeah, and how are you going to speak to them? I want to say also right now, there's an amazing photographer that does a lot of marketing for big brands, small brands. His name is Alain Simic. He's a jewelry photographer. He's local here. He just did a scholarship for BIPOC designers to take his class.
Fantastic.
And yesterday about branding on New York City Jewelry Week's IGTV, and it was excellent. He just said, speak to your people. Please communicate your level of taste. What your visual should have all. It was just everything he said was, and he was so lovely. He's just so lovely, and he's like charismatic and beautiful.
That's fantastic.
Really, really, and I feel like he's also connecting with people in a really interesting way. And I was like, this is so cool to see, and everything he said really resonated with me. And what you're saying, feels really similar. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, especially during this time, you have to be very innovative in how you're gonna, you know, not only keep your brand afloat, but also like, stay creative, stay excited, think about different ways on how to work. Like for example, Larry and my roommate Christina,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
did this thing called Flower Bodega. So it's owned by, I think she's Latinx if I'm not mistaken. And what she did was she wanted to have a like a flower course that you go to her flower bodega and you go and you learn how to do flower arrangements and learn different types of flowers and why you should match them with this and things of that nature. However, she opened on her first day was Valentine's Day
Oh,
of this year,
poor baby.
so she had to close 2 weeks later. So she was like, I have to figure out an innovative way on how to do business and how to maintain and stay afloat in this and third. So what she did was she had Zoom classes, and what she would do is if you're in I think 4 of the boroughs or maybe 3 of the boroughs, if you're in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens, you can order an entire kit, and it comes with all the flowers, the shears, the tape, and the pot, like the little pot that it comes
Thank
in.
you. Please, I was
Yes,
like, tag that
Flower
because
Bodega.
I got a peek at them doing it, and it is
Hmm.
what a cute. Okay, I'm just so impressed with this business wise to be
Yeah.
so innovative, and also her courage in a lot of ways to do this, to put herself out there and try it.
Yeah.
And how cute is it? And people, the results are good.
The results are great. So, you pop her up on the Zoom meeting. They did like the AirPlay or whatever, so there was on the big TV. And she just walked you through how to do it. And just from like watching bits and pieces, like when I would be in and out of the room, it was great to see because it's just like you kind of feel like you're in a master class, but like you don't have to leave your house during this insane time to go do it. Um, and Larry and Christina really enjoyed it, and they had so much fun doing it. And I think that's how, even though this has been a traumatic experience and a horrible time for everyone, excuse me, this has also been a time for rethinking, repurposing, evolving, especially in business. So it's great to see that people are hustling and still finding innovations. I mean, look at you,
We're trying, dude. We're here. I got you. One
you're
of my
killing
best
it.
experiences during quarantine. How cute is it? You know what I'm thinking with the flower bodega? You know what would be great?
What?
Cocktails, like cute cocktails. Cocktail party. Like they ship you all the little ingredients with a cute glass or
That
something.
would be so fun, and like you learn how to do like
Right?
classic cocktails or things like that. I think that's genius.
And or whatever. Yeah, and then you get to drink them together.
There you go.
Right?
I Did you just make up $1 million idea?
I think so. Let's do it. Alcohol sales are up. It is
Oh,
like,
it's needed. I mean, hello. I just finished.
oh my God, I'm
Um,
talking to my friend Judith from Netherlands today, and she was like, I have drunk more wine than ever. And I was like, yes, I understand.
I mean, listen,
This
we
is not,
got to get through it some way.
yeah, me too. I usually never drink on the weekdays. So cool.
It's
I'm cool.
Friday. It's fine.
You do need wine. We all need wine.
Yeah.
This is really good. Okay, shout out also because I've been really, I'm like local, handmade, artisanal. So I'm really into this wine bar called Brooklyn Winery.
Ooh, yes, I've been
I
there.
know yes, because I love bringing people there. It's one of my favorites.
I went
Okay,
there for Valentine's
they
Day
do.
last year.
Oh, you did? Did
Mm-hmm.
you guys went? Okay,
I loved
okay.
it.
Well, they there for weddings. I'm a member because I love supporting them and they're
Of
local.
course.
They do they were doing the local pickup stuff, so I got a couple bottles to support them, and I just we need some of this.
No, I'm
We need
glad
some local
they're
stuff to stay in business.
exactly. So yeah. No, it's true.
I'm trying a little bit.
You're killing
But I
it.
also want to, also when things open back up, this place is so, I want this place to stay in business. I want to
Yes,
go to
their
dinner
food is,
here again. Their food is good. Really
yeah.
good. And like, oh, I want someone to cook me that food. Not me cook the food.
No,
Them cook the food.
you're like, I don't want to do any of it. I just want to show up.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So I feel like, so we've hit the mark. So we had our hot topics. We had our discussions. I want to go through some goodies.
I want a bunch of stuff to try on for you so we can talk. Let's also talk to everybody. We're doing something crazy next week.
Yes.
And we're trying.
So what we're going to do is,
yeah, tell us.
So as you all know, we are doing this amazing jewelry raffle for Crafting the Future, which is an amazing. Sorry?
Oh, they're doing crazy good, and I love them.
They're like an amazing charity that helps people of color, specifically Black art students, get scholarships for either classes or for school or anything of that nature, anything to assist them in their creative ventures. So we obviously really want to help any way we can. And I mean, especially you told me during quarantine, they've been blowing up. They were doing a bunch of different raffles, and they generated so much revenue, which is so exciting.
Bigger budget than last year, almost maybe 8 times bigger budget, but something where they're you got. Yeah, this is the power of us doing.
That's fantastic.
It wasn't like a big donor came in. It was a bunch of $25 donations. That's all it was.
It adds up.
We're poor, but we have $25. You know what I mean? I donated a piece. Okay, send me, DM me.
Okay, Brandon's an amazing jewelry designer. He's based in New York. VV talented. He does a lot of like silver and gold metalsmithing.
Yeah. Brandon,
fantastic.
I will totally. We're doing quarterly raffles. I'm working with this organization called Jewelry Edition. We're kind of coordinating it with multiple artists because we have like a little committee coming together, and we're hitting up. So this is what we just.
Yeah, this is one of the amazing pieces that Megan has been.
This is our next raffle piece, you guys.
I love it. It has the my God, it has so much on it. So it's inspired by Damien Hirst's Shipwreck, I guess, art installation or art collection. He had this whole video and everything about finding a shipwreck in the middle of Venice. And it included like a bust of Nefertiti, but it had Rihanna's face, and it had the barnacles coming out, and he had amazing jewelry pieces. So we were both very inspired by it, and I love Megan Crochet's crochet work that was it all me. You know me, I don't like to take all the credit all the time until my Leo side comes out. Then it's a whole other story.
We talk. You give me something, it gives a kernel. We go back and forth, but that was all you for sure.
Yeah. But I was inspired by the netting that they would use to pull out all the artifacts. And, in the nets you find like beautiful pearls and agate and quartz and all of these beautiful, just like natural looking pieces that you could find in the sea or you could find in the ground we created one of these amazing pieces and Megan created all of it. We just collaborated together. She has the talented hands. I don't have hands for jewelry. Yeah,
you come to me with good ideas, and then I'm like, let me. Okay.
Done.
Okay. What about this? What about this? Let's. This is like the whole. I have made you so many pieces because you come to me like, I have this idea. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
You want an entire outfit like that? I could totally see you with that.
Okay. Guess what I brought today? Well,
what?
I brought the beginnings of something.
I'm scared. Okay. I'm excited, but I'm scared.
I'm excited and scared too. It's heavy.
What is it? Is it like a full mannequin? Oy vey. What is I'm actually really excited. Oy vey is right.
Boom, it comes in its own Tupperware. Well, I started.
You started it. It looks like you almost finished it. Megan.
Right? We can do. I was thinking about you need to model this for me. Don't you think this feels like a trick?
I want it. Like, I wish you could just pass it to me through the phone. It's really heavy.
TikTok, right? Oh, there's my bike. My studio's real.
I broke the fourth wall. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like, oh, I'm a real person. Hi.
But wait, Megan, that is
Okay. I'm trying to go far enough.
stunning.
I don't have the best outfit on.
I mean, I love it. I love the little slit on the side. It's really cute.
Oh, yeah. Well, because today I did a little crop top with a dress thing.
Yes. I like that. I thought it was one outfit. I thought it was like one, like the dress was like that. Yeah.
So I layered it up to make it look like that.
Scandalous. I like
it. Inspired kind of thing with like tea collection.
Tea. Tea. Specifically tea.
I've drunken half a glass of wine. No, like I'm gonna need one in gold, right?
Yep.
What do you think?
Yes, this is insane.
It's kind of like a deconstructed weird mess right now.
But that's what I love about it. I can literally like put it in different ways, and
that's what I know you. You can do this. You're gonna make this look way better than me.
Oh, I doubt it. But wait, so how long did something like that take you?
This took a minute. This took a while.
Yeah, I was like, this would take me like 5 years. Just that.
I'm like,
yeah, no.
Yeah,
these hands are too big. I can't be crocheting. No.
You can kind of see.
I'm obsessed with that.
And I was thinking it had like a tapestry feel. I was basing it off almost like a wrap sweater, almost like similar to your Issey Miyake.
Okay. Like the Madame T scarf with the one.
Yeah, with the one hole. It's material. Okay, that's why it's crazy material. It's
a trompe l'oeil.
Yeah, it is hand knit, industrial, powder coated, stainless steel ball chain. This is black powder coat.
It's like
this
absolutely insane.
I know this has a good.
Because it just looks like like wool.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then you come up close until you carry it, and then it's like, oh wow, this has some weight to it.
It literally feels like medieval in a way.
Yeah.
This is a gunmetal, so I color blocked it so you'd have. But I think the gold would be great, Larry. I agree with you. It is heavy.
I would also love that as like almost like a headdress, like kind of like a.
There's that headdress in Black is King. Okay, I do know everything.
You know, I kind of copy a little bit, but like I saw that and I was like,
right.
But she put in like earrings. She put in like bamboo earrings and like hoops and things like that. It was
okay. I can name every designer too for you. Cool. I did look it up.
Of course.
Disney Plus. I'm like,
you're like, I haven't seen it yet, but I know everything about it.
Because it's so good.
It's so good.
It's like Rihanna put something out. Beyonce. Okay, tell me more.
Yeah, that'd probably be just like a weighted vest. Because Brandon is the king of the night. Whitney Houston's the queen of the night. Brandon is the king of the night. So going out nightlife parties with that is a workout in its own.
I think this
the weight of that
so good. It feels like a snake or something almost. It has like this rippy kind of this. I kind of deconstructed Rick Owens this part a little bit.
I'm a knight
in nightlife. Oh yeah.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay, you won the comments today. I need a screenshot. Although Larry has time. Larry, I'm like, how many Larry comments do I screenshot? Cool.
That's all. That's stunning. But when did you start making that? Like,
just
watching Jeopardy and just saying.
Yeah, well, I don't really watch Jeopardy anymore, but yeah. Although I do love Jeopardy. I'm a nerd. But this, okay, but I do feel like this is a little bit, I would wear armor out, totally. I think I
Oh,
need
he
more.
absolutely does.
Well, this reminded me a little bit about this piece.
Yes.
This is
I love that because it almost looks like just like dripping liquid.
yeah.
Is that on your site?
No, this has to, I haven't put any of this up. That's why you need to model it. I have no models. I know.
That should be on there right now.
Help me.
Okay. I mean,
I can hardly get anything. Anyways, someone will be hiring somebody soon, probably. Yeah, maybe I might have to. I can't physically do it all.
No, it's a.
And if holiday goes well, you'll
Brandon
model
said
too.
he'd model too. He's here for it.
It's fun to play with.
No, absolutely. I'm so upset. I remember putting that on in your studio the last time I was there, and I was obsessed with it. Or was it? There was a leather version too, right?
Oh yeah, here's the leather. I made some leather samples. I haven't finished them. I
You
made
have
a
been
lot of
cooking in your
things.
studio.
I do make
Yeah.
but I also I'm a prolific artist on top of it all. I'm always like futzing with things and like, oh, okay. Make.
I'm here for it.
But I'm like, okay, let's try this,
Constantly.
let's try this, let's try this.
Idle hands are the devil's work. Constantly creating.
Constantly creating. This is otherwise boring.
Yes. Very.
Boring.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
A little bit more. Do I have more fabricy ones I made? Because
I feel like they're. Well, you have the earrings. You have the.
Yeah. Okay. I figured out an idea for the earrings. This is more like the thing. This is more like similar to the piece Portia wore.
Yes. She had it in like a gunmetal, right?
Yeah, she had gunmetal with amethyst.
So good.
But this is the bronzy. But I need to get more yellow gold. Right now I only have this much of the yellowy.
So good.
Not pretty. That color turned out really.
I love that.
It's very yellow gold plated over the steel.
No, did you find it that way, or did you have it plated, or did you? Okay.
I bought it that it was like too complicated to do myself.
I got it.
I did it with rose gold actually for a client. I did a whole special rose gold over steel for her, a bigger version. Actually, one of the designers for Tiffany. I do special orders for her. Yes.
Stunning.
When I first started, they were like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. That was nice.
No, it's casual. It's okay.
No, but I'm like a designer. You know what I mean? Compared to that. I was right. It was all the Bendel's time. All of that time.
The good old days when we first met.
The website. I need to get the mask chains on the website. I just got the pictures done, and then
those mask chains have honestly been a lifesaver. I've literally been wearing mine at work, and just being able to take off your mask when you eat, and it just sits perfectly like on your chest, and you're just good to go. I may have some orders for you from coworkers.
Okay, good, because I'm putting a bunch up, and I'm making.
Okay.
I have a question for you because I'm thinking about that. I want us to do. Okay, so we're doing a photo shoot next week. We're doing a 2-hour special IG live. Get ready. I'm so
excited.
It's gonna be. I'm excited because it's gonna be fun creatively. We're putting all of these outfits together. I'm thinking about the gold and the bronze. I think we should shoot this also, even though it's not the right color scheme. It
doesn't matter. I'm here for it.
Me too.
It's so good.
I want to do something more bronzy gold. Another customer or another friend, Nicole DePonte, recommended almost like a half sleeve. We talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this in real life or.
No, we did. We talked about it on the last live.
Okay, that's gonna happen. I want that to happen. And then I figured out the earring.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, I
one
want to
part
see
of the
this.
earring. I just found it,
Oh,
like I was
that's
worried about connecting the chain a little bit. So then I designed this little, really pretty way of connecting the ends of the chain. I wanted to finish it pretty. You know,
yeah.
the little finishing of things is like it took me a minute.
It's so good. I love the crochet wrapping around it. Almost looks like a snake, like wrapping around the earring.
And I'm going to do this same idea wrapping around the tube of the 14 karat gold filled. And there's going to have the pearls coming off. But I'm going to do that on the mask. I made a couple mask chains for us that are going to be part. That's what I was going to say. I was doing a couple mask chains for us. They're going to be part of the
Hmm.
collection. I want to also highlight them and we'll put some masks on because, like, we're normalizing this in a way for
Yeah.
people, also making it super fashion and cute. So we have this mask chain, which is based on beautiful.
Uh,
I know these stones.
but I
This
love
is
how it gives like a Trump Loy effect because it looks like the same.
yeah. I posted. This is what I wore last week. Do you remember this? Okay, last week we had so many
Yes.
technical difficulties too, but I wore this piece, which is super Trump
So
Loy pearl.
good.
Okay, people loved this
So
afterward,
good. It's so good.
but it does that pearls, no ball chain to the pearl thing, and this does that too. So you know, a little bit surrealist.
It's so
No,
stunning.
you have to bring it nerdy a little bit, but what if we did this? What if we did a whole just chain of stones and see how that feels too, right? That's what I'm like, maybe that would be cool and I could play with the color since I have,
Yeah.
okay, I have this color to me is like the super Rihanna Damien Hirst bust color.
Okay.
More
Yes.
this color.
Yes. Because it had like a purplish, murkier hue.
Mm-hmm.
Because you definitely want to do that shipwreck effect, like as it was down there for a long time. So it had like purples in it. It had browns, some red in it.
Deep, like some deep magenta wine colors with.
Yes.
It was a marble with, I don't know if it was actually marble, but it had the appearance of marble with veins running through it. And then
Yes.
literal barnacles sculpted into it coming off. But they were like crystals and bejeweled barnacles.
Bejeweled. Yeah. It was beautiful. But I love those
With the,
colorways.
basically, beautiful. But I was going to break this up and then do some color blocking with this darker color.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the lighter sandstone, some of the greens maybe. We'll see. I'm going to play with, I think that would be, this feels really nice on the skin.
Mm-hmm. Because it's so smooth, it probably just like rolls perfectly.
Yeah, and like, I want this on my skin right now. I keep looking at them and I'm like, oh,
You look so excited. I love it. You're like, this feels so good. I just want to like go into the screen and just grab it.
It really feels. Don't worry, next week I'm bringing all this to you.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so here we are like asking you guys. Our conundrum is like, are you guys going to show up? Is this going to be interesting? Also, we'll like listen to your comments about outfits as we're like styling things. You have a little input while we're like putting things.
No, totally.
And then these will be the pictures we use to launch.
It's going to be fantastic. So what we're doing is we're shooting in this massive park in uptown New York, and through the live we're going to be showing you like the full photo shoot. So in real time you can actually comment and say like, I would love to see more of this, or like, ooh, I would love to see this piece with this piece. Like we'll have everything laid out, or we'll be showing pieces like, this is what we're styling, like what else would you want to see with it, just to get people really excited about all of these amazing pieces that Megan has created.
And we have like a good deadline too, but it's also going to be fun. Like we need to do a shoot anyways. We've been talking about it, and the perfect way to launch the raffle.
Yes.
And the little mini collection, or the it's not actually mini.
It's not mini anymore. It was like 2 pieces, and then it became like 37. But listen.
In my heart, it needs to work together, so I have to do. I'm up on the list.
Yes. I mean, we did minimalist for quite a long time. Now it's time to go back to maximalist for a little bit.
A million minimalist things that I wear together as.
And it becomes one. I mean, hello. With my. So I'm the same too.
Yeah, it's putting it all together, right? So, but I thought. Pardon me?
But you thought, I'm sorry, you thought?
Daytime. What time are we doing it? We're doing like, we're going to probably
do it next Friday.
Next Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to capture that golden light. So it's going to take us a couple hours to set up, but we'll kind of probably do some little pictures as we set up, be like, here's some pieces, start chiming in.
Yeah. Probably like during, because you're probably going to get here on like the earlier side. Like three. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So we'll get everything set up. We'll style everything together.
Yeah,
I'm so
and
excited.
like put it out. It like kind of takes. I know, me too. This is so fun. We haven't done any of this in a while. I'm like, oh.
No, I know it's gonna be so good. And there's so many places in the park, especially that like we can utilize. It's massive.
Yeah, you have a great. I was talking to people today. Like your park is so. What's the park called again? I forget.
It's called Inwood Hill Park. Inwood Hill Park, yeah.
Inwood Hill. It's like it is a hidden treasure in New York. You guys don't go there. It's. It is.
Why was I just about to say the same thing?
I know.
It's a hidden treasure, but do not go there.
Don't need to know about it.
You don't need to know about it. It's okay.
It's perfect the way it is, so no one else needs to. Hi, welcome to New York. Although New York, I was talking to some chick on the street today because, hey, why not? And I was like chatting with her. And she was like, oh, New York is so empty. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. Like, this is New York light.
Yeah. Diet New York.
Diet New York.
I like New York light better though. Oh, but yeah, no, it's true. So I mean, like, but it's so big we probably won't even see many people until later on.
People have been really good about distancing finally.
Yeah, and there's so much space back there that like you literally you'll in most cases you'll see like maybe max 3 people, for the most part.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Where I am, McCarran, not like that.
Yeah, there's no social distancing. There's no, but it's all good. But I'm so excited for it. I mean, like I can't wait to just see all the pieces all together, and then we can finally like do this raffle and
perfect timing.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about the hoop earrings, the mask chains, the big biggie raffle. Big
biggie. Then you got that bad boy.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
I might bring some stuff to layer with this. Like I'm gonna think about. Although you have your own rings too, I think you should bring your ring game strong.
I'm wearing the new one. I don't know if Sarah's on.
Okay, can you take it off and show us? Oh,
sure.
I love it. Show how to wear this. This is like the coolest ring.
So it's obviously all my jewelry people, I'm assuming you'll know about Spinelli Kilcullen. So they're, for people that may not, it's a LA-based brand. Oh, thanks.
Megan, cry.
I know, that was so sweet. Thank you, Megan. But so it's an LA-based brand. Megan and I are both obsessed with them. It was founded by 2 people, is a man and a woman. Eve and I forget the woman's name, but they make up Spinelli Kilcullen, and they're basically a LA-based jewelry brand. They utilize only like it's fine for the most part. Actually, it's all fine, I would consider. So they're known for their sort of like kinetic connector rings that are stackable, and then you can also like, double on one or do like a 3-fingered ring and have it all just like all connected here. You can do that. It's all
Oh,
connected.
it's
They
so
infuse like
elegant.
diamonds. It's so
Oh
I'm
yeah.
so obsessed with it.
Oh, I love
And
the.
it's just like I like the two too because it makes it like a lot more substantial.
Mhm.
Like on one. I messed it up. Hold on, I fudged it up. Um but no, I'm obsessed with it. So basically what they did was during uh, Pride Month and through July, they did a collaboration with the Marsha P. Johnson Foundation, which is near and dear to my heart because if it wasn't for Marsha P. Johnson, I wouldn't be able to get married today and have all the rights that I have now.
Mhm.
So I thank her. She was an amazing activist, a trans activist that threw the first stone at the first brick at Stonewall, and really started the rights for black black queer people, everybody. So I thank her very much. So 50% of the proceeds for this purchase went there. So it's a sterling silver piece. The whole thing is sterling silver, which is kind of fitting for everything I wear on a daily basis, and I love it because it's just like I can wear it by itself and I can stack it with a bunch of different things. So it was definitely an investment.
I think it's really nice with all of like multiple things that you wear, and I know you, and how you like to stack it up and change it up, and it gives you a lot of options.
Absolutely, being able to just like throw it on and it just like blends right in.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so
Yeah,
next week will basically be like Michael styling this and me bringing the jewelry. So it's gonna
yeah.
be right. Like it's. I want you to bring some of because it's gonna be Michael's clothes. Maybe some things he made. I'm gonna put the pressure on. Oh no.
And like no, I can definitely do it. I was just trying to finagle and like figure things out. I mean, it's such simple stuff, but it's just like me just trying to execute it. I'm like the worst sewer, so I'm like trying to like figure out how to do it. But I definitely want to get it done just in time. I'm like so excited.
Well, it'd be so
We'll
cute in
make
the
it work.
pictures.
It'll
I
be
think it'll
good.
look really
It'll be
nice.
good.
I'm excited
Yeah,
because there's some of your ideas, and I'm like we've also highlighted throughout all this our IG lives like Michael's amazing like headband, the cool jeans he's made. You had the cute jean jacket with the fringe. You've made a lot of clothes that are also bedazzled and
hmm.
accessorized and very special and custom. I love that.
Thanks, love. Yeah, no, I mean, we just have to add a little glitter, a little sparkle here and there. I'm usually very much the
Just a little.
just a little, just a little. I was never really like a crystal person, a sparkle like the whole thing. Like obviously, like my partner Larry really got that side out of me, and just like really falling in love with color and brightness. Glasses, however, that's always been my thing. I've always loved like a massive, oversized, crazy, or just like very interesting looking pieces. That's always been something I've loved. But like sparkle and color weren't really my thing. Like crystal and Swarovski, like I appreciated it from afar, but I was like, I don't think I can wear that. That's not really my style. I'm more like edgier.
Like a lot of Yoji Issei
Yes,
Miyake,
that's
please
yes.
happen. There was like that color texture pattern shine.
That's
Yes.
his motto. That's his way of life.
Larry, yes, screenshot. Yes.
So like I never really did a lot of like this was like out there for me, even though it's black and white, like back in the day. Like this was very out there for me.
Too patterny. Too patterny.
Yes, too patterning. I will do
I,
very weird shapes, weird cuts, all of that. That's not a problem. But
I know.
color, I was very like when I was younger, I would be fine with it. But now I'm like, let me do a little pop of color. Let me have a little fun with it. Let me do cool prints and things like that.
I love it. I think
Yeah.
it's amazing. We have 30 seconds.
Okay.
You got the Hood by Air T-shirt
Not yet.
in colorful or black.
In color,
Okay,
in bright color,
that's
the neon chartreuse.
yes. Okay,
Okay.
I like it. I think
I'm
it's
so
gonna look
excited for
great
next
on.
week,
Yay.
honey. Thanks, honey.
Okay, I'm like we're leaving right now. We have 10 seconds. Thank you,
Yes.
Michael, so much.
Thank you for having me always. Thank you everyone for joining. And I'm so excited for next week.